A big shout out to Anchor for making the best podcast in the whole wide universe possible. Thank you, Anchor, for letting us create easily a podcast like this, And if you wanted to try out Anchor, just go to anchor.fm/start and try. Download their app, guys, and start creating your own podcast. Start earning money with it, Start expressing yourself. Go ahead, record, and have fun. Have fun with this podcast. Thank you, Anchor, for making this podcast possible. Thank you so much. Now, back to the episode.
Hello everyone, welcome to Not Your Ordinary Podcast, the best podcast in the universe.
Not Your Ordinary Podcast.
Welcome back to our new episode for today. I'm gonna be your host. My name is Rap. So, before we go on to our episode right now, please click that like or that subscribe button right now, that follow button on whatever platform you're listening into this. That will be a great help for our team for this podcast. So without further ado, without further introductions, guys, so let's get on to our topic right now for this episode. So have you ever, guys, feel like cringing, feel like something is cringe, yung mapapasabi ka na lang sa isang bagay, yung parang may maaalala ka, you'll suddenly remember something or somewhat that happened or is currently happening in your life right now. You just think about it and you just said or think, cringe. It's cringe. It's cringy. It's super cringe. So that's gonna be our topic right now. Are you feeling cringe? So first off, what is cringe? Ano nga ba yung cringe? Let us define the word cringe. So according to Merriam-Webster Dictionary, cringe is to feel disgust or embarrassment and often to show this feeling by a movement of your face or body. To make a sudden movement from fear of being hit or hurt. So basically or simply, cringe means that you feel embarrassed of something or you feel disgust about something or someone or anything that comes in through your mind. So this happens a lot right now, especially that we're in our homes, we're in a lockdown, we're under enhanced community quarantine. We can't go out of our houses, we can't do our daily lives, we can't process our lifestyle. We're just stuck at home doing home things like sleeping, eating, kain tulog lang, ganon. So there are a lot of circumstances or a lot of chances that we might feel this kind of feeling, being cringe or cringing about something, because this is a time where we are reflecting upon ourselves, where we are reflecting about the happenings of our life, the things that happened in our past, the things that are happening right now, the things that are going on right now. So we're just feeling this because we are in this situation. So there are a lot of things that we may feel cringed about. So I'm giving you 4 or 5 aspects in our lives that we may feel cringing about. So number one is our past experiences. So have you ever felt that? Yung naramdaman mo na ba yun, yung matutulog ka na lang, tapos bigla mo na lang maaalala yung mga ginawa mo dati sa buhay mo. When you are just about to sleep, there goes the things in your past, the things that you have done in your past. Naaalala mo bigla. You suddenly remembers it. And then, nagtataka ka, bakit ko ba ginawa yun? Ano nangyari? Yung ginagawa ko dun dati, nakakainis naman, ginawa ko yun. Yung mga ganung bagay ba, you are cringing about your past. You are embarrassed that you have done things in your past, and you are wishing that you could have turned back time and not do it again or not do it at all, but you just can't. And now you feel some kind of embarrassed on yourself, disgust on yourself because you've done that. That's cringe. So you're cringing about your past. So there are a lot of things that you can cringe about your past, because there are a lot of things that we have done in our past that we wish we would have done. Because I know that we have made a lot of mistakes in our life. We made a lot of mistakes, especially in our past. We make mistakes to other people. We make mistakes to our decisions. We make mistakes to our choices. We make mistakes in our daily lives. We make mistakes to our friends, to our family, to our relationships. And maybe you made a mistake to yourself. You made a very wrong decision that is affecting your life right now, and now you are suddenly remembering it. You are cringing about it right now, and you think that it's not good. It's been disturbing you. It's been keeping you awake. So you are just wishing that you can turn back time and change things. But let me tell you this, although you are cringing about your past, we must face the fact that we can change that. And it's a good thing that somehow you are cringing about what you have done, because it means that you are reflecting onto it. It means that you are remembering it. It means that you are acknowledging it. It means that you are ready to move on from it. So our minds let us remember those things that have happened in our past, not just to hurt us, but to make us understand that those things that we have done is now affecting our lives right now. And if you are hating and if you are cringing about the things that you are remembering from your past right now, then it's a good thing, because you can now say to yourself, you can now decide on to yourself that you will never do that again, that you will be a better person, that you will not commit the same mistakes that you are cringing about from your past decisions, from your past life, from your past. So cringing about your past is not a bad thing at all, because you can learn a thing or two from it. Number 2 is your current lifestyle. Maybe you're cringing about your current lifestyle right now. You are feeling embarrassed. You are feeling disgust about your lifestyle right now. Maybe you're thinking that your lifestyle right now is disgusting. The things you are doing every day, you feel tired about it. You're losing your passion onto it. You're basically cringing about it. If you are that person, if you are cringing about your current lifestyle right now, then all you need to do is change. All you need to do is change your lifestyle that you are cringing about. Change for the better. Do what you want. Do what you love to do without hurting other people. Okay? That's just the answer if you're cringing about your current lifestyle right now. And number 3 is that if you are feeling cringy, if you feel that your job is cringe, your current job right now, your employment right now, if you feel that that is cringe, so maybe you're in your job, you're doing your job, but you don't really want to do your job because it is not your passion, it is not what you want to do, you're just forced by your parents, napilitan ka lang gawin yung trabaho na yan. Hindi naman talaga yan yung gusto mong kunin na kurso or trabaho, hindi naman talaga yan yung nilalaman ng puso mo, hindi naman talaga yan yung passion mo, and you are feeling cringe, you are cringing about it. Before you do anything na pwedeng makasira sa trabaho mo ngayon, pwedeng makasira sa nangyayari ngayon sa trabaho mo ngayon, let me just tell you that you should think first if it is better kung mag-quit ka ba dyan sa job mo para gawin yung passion mo, kung gawin yung talagang gusto mong gawin, kung yun ba talaga yung decision na sa tingin mo ay makakapag-benefit sa'yo, or isipin mo muna na yan yung source of income mo sa ngayon. So hindi ka pwede kasing basta-basta na lang mag-quit sa trabaho mo or sa job mo nang wala kang plano, kasi una sa lahat, baka mawalan ka ng kabuhayan, baka maghirap ka, you might go broke, you might lose earnings, you can sustain life. So pag-isipan mo mabuti. But if you are feeling super cringy about your job, then maybe it's time that you quit that job and you find what your heart is really longing for. You find what you really want to do. You find what your passion is. And you can, I think that you can find a decent job from your passion. And next and the last thing is that your relationships. If you are feeling cringy about your relationship right now, and there comes a thought in your mind that you want to leave that person but you also want to stay, so naguguluhan ka, gusto mo na siyang iwan pero ayaw mo, gusto mong mag-hold on pero gusto mo na ring bitawan, so nahihirapan ka. First of all, you need to do is that you assess your feelings well. Kailangan mong intindihin ng mabuti kung ano ba talaga yung nararamdaman mo. If it is really love or you are just infatuating. So if you are feeling really cringy about your relationship right now, maybe you should talk more often with your partner. You should talk about those things that you are cringing about, and maybe you can solve things. You can like somehow resolve that cringy feeling that you are feeling. So feeling cringy, it is not an easy feeling, especially when it is bothering you, when it is disturbing you, disturbing your sleep, disturbing your inner peace. So it's really not a good feeling, but you can always turn negative into positive, right? So it is a time for reflection upon us in this pandemic. It is a time that we reflect to ourselves, that we learn from ourselves, that we think about things that we're not usually thinking of. So I'll say it again, if you are feeling cringy, if you are feeling cringe about those things, those aspects that I have said, maybe you should just learn a thing or two from it. So you should learn from those experiences, and you can use that cringy feeling to reflect on yourself, and it can make you a better person. So before we end this episode, let me tell you this, that the past is already told. The future is untold. The present is what we hold. So thank you guys for listening. So if you are still listening hanggang dito, so sana nagustuhan ninyo yung mga pinagsasabi ko ngayon. So usually when I am recording for this podcast, I don't really have a script. Wala talaga akong script na sinusunod. Wala akong nakasulat na script. I just have an outline on my mind and a certain topic, and I just let the thoughts in my mind flow. Hinahayaan ko lang na mag-flow yung mga thoughts na nasa isipan ko. I'm just expressing my opinions and thoughts. So I'm not an expert to something. I'm just a normal person. So I'm just letting my thoughts flow. So no hate, spread love, and please follow, share, and subscribe to this podcast channel. And we'll see you again. I'll see you again into our next episode. So thank you.